Yeah, so this here is the TD Mixvent fan from S&P. It is the most popular item worldwide that Solar and Palau make. There's a larger version back here, but it's just an inline duct fan. If you can fit ductwork here, you can fit the fan here. They're very quiet, and again, it's the least expensive and easiest way to move air through round duct. Yeah. You can put the round duct here, you can put the fan here. You can even put the round duct here, put these two clamps on, and then bring the motor with the fan in later, or swap it out if you wanted to while the casing stayed in line.
This adjustability makes it easier to install, right, to get to the electrical.
It does. So you can turn that electrical box to whatever angle you need to be more accessible. But yeah, top selling product for S&P worldwide. There really isn't anybody else that makes one like this. It's got a specialty designed fan that with an overlapping axial design that will push more static than any other typical axial fan will push. So you'll get good static pressure. You can run some ductwork off of these without having to worry about it too much.
And with the increase in outdoor air required by a lot of spaces, and even in some of the VRF systems, moving outside air into the equipment or the facility, this is really ideal.
Well, you need a booster fan. I mean, a lot of those VRF units might accept outside air, but they won't draw it in.
Right.
There's no way to force it in there. So you're going to need an inline fan like this to push the proper amount of outside air into that VRF fan coil, into the return air, or if it's a ceiling cassette unit, there's a spot to duct it right in.
So if you can envision every classroom and every place getting more outside air than they have in the past, this is the way to do it.
Yep. It's an easy way to move air.
Yeah. And you have a silent version.
And it's quiet. There's a silent version that comes with baffles on it. So if you need super quiet operation, we've got that. Or these, you can just remote this. Think about a bathroom exhaust. Instead of the fan sitting in the ceiling, just have a little vent there. This can be remoted 20 feet away up in the attic.
Right.
You won't hear anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a great way maybe if you put that over the shower to vent off the steam after a hot shower and stuff like that. I've seen it applied that way.
This is kind of my take. I started in the industry 29 years ago, and it was pretty, the focus is on the heating and air conditioning, right? And the ventilation always, in my opinion, seemed to get less attention, and that's not the case anymore. About 15 years ago, it started changing to ventilation is key. Ventilation
is key. The solution to pollution is dilution.
Exactly.
So bringing outside air, you're solving an indoor air quality problem.
Right. That just makes good
These are one of the easiest, quietest, and least expensive way to bring in outside air or exhaust air, either one.
I had attended an ASHRAE code update about 18 months ago before COVID. And at one point in the presentation, they talked about, focused on energy savings, energy efficiency. They really focused on heating and cooling first, and then kind of moving down the line. But fan power was something ASHRAE really wanted to reduce the overall electrical use. So ECM motors.
And we're doing that all the time at S&P. More and more models being introduced with EC motors or direct drive motors in the case of bath fans.
Yeah.
Direct drive motors instead of, or DC motors instead of AC motors. Anywhere where we can save on energy or get that Energy Star rating, as you can see, these are Energy Star rated. Anywhere we can get that, we try. So, that is the next focus of ASHRAE, is they're going to start looking at the consumption of energy by the ventilation equipment, not necessarily the cooling and heating equipment.
Right.
And we're in line with that.
Yeah, and that's the education. We can provide that education locally at different businesses, at engineers, at contractors. We were at a contractor yesterday that we had a lunch, and we just educated them on S&P and what was available.
Yeah, we can do that with anybody. We can do webinars. We can sit down and talk to them about specific fans for specific applications. And that's what we like to do, is call on the contractors that actually use these.
But it's been a pleasure to work with S&P. I mean, everyone who works there is committed to, the mission of, better airflow, better ventilation, better indoor air quality. Everyone's on board, and it's a well-run business. We're grateful to be partners.
Thank you. We've got some changes coming. We're consolidating our facilities in Jacksonville to one larger facility, which is going to be very helpful in many ways. We'll be stocking more product, be able to build more product, be able to have shorter lead times.
Yeah.
And also bring our prices down as the economy of scale goes up. So
Great.
That's coming in the next few years.